Nestled along the eastern edge of Lake Washington, you will find a bustling waterfront, community-centric city that will leave you wanting more. What city are we talking about? Stay tuned and find out. Hi there, I'm Kari Davis with Kari Sells the City in Keller Williams. Welcome back to my channel, where I aim to be a resource for you for real estate and fun activities to do here in the Pacific Northwest. Whether you are looking for a new neighborhood or potentially a day trip to get away from the city, I want to be able to tell you about all of my favorite places. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can find out what I'm going to be sharing with you next. Today we are focusing on the city of Kirkland, Washington. Now, Kirkland certainly has come a long way since it was first founded in 1888 and fully incorporated into a city in 1905, where it only had 532 residents, and it has its name due to its namesake of Peter Kirk. Although the steel mills of the late 1800s never produced any steel, Kirkland was the home of the first woolen mill in Washington in 1892, and a thriving Lake Washington shipyard that constructed dozens of warships during World War II at what is now Carillon Point. So Kirkland definitely has had a mark of history here in the Pacific Northwest. Today, you will find a rich and bustling downtown retail core that has many different boutiques and restaurants, bars, art galleries, parks, and art to enjoy. Throughout downtown, you will find kiosks with maps that will help guide you through Kirkland. It'll tell you a key as to where restaurants are at, parking, salons, and other services that you might find beneficial. Whether it's a daytime brunch or you're out having drinks with friends at a delicious dinner, one thing to know is that parking can sometimes be a little tricky in downtown Kirkland. So you might want to factor in that drive time and looking for parking when you go out for your dinner date. One of the things that makes Kirkland so special is its orientation on the water. You have access to many different waterfront parks, especially with over 25% of the waterfront shoreline being dedicated to well-maintained parks and recreational paths. You also have access to public docks. If you happen to live the boating lifestyle, Kirkland is one of those destinations that you can head across Lake Washington to go out for dinner and drinks on an evening out. So this city gets high marks for incorporating nature, water-based activities, and family entertainment all throughout the year. The city's event calendar is absolutely packed with family-friendly events, nature walks, and even opportunities to volunteer for the city and for the Parks Department. Having such wonderful accessibility to the water, with these parks having marvelous views, there is always a buzz of activity going on, whether they are family picnics, paddleboarding, kayaking, or as I mentioned, personal boating. However, if you are interested in getting away and doing bird watching and urban hikes, you do have access to those types of activities as well. Being as community focused as Kirkland is, they literally have activities almost every weekend. Whether you're going to go and enjoy the seasonal markets throughout the year, Wheels and Reels drive-in movie series, enjoy the Harvest Festival, Light Up Kirkland, or compete in the Holiday Lights Holiday Home Light Decorating Contest, you will never be at a loss of things to do with your kids and your family. However, if you are looking for some adult fun, you can sip and stroll around downtown Kirkland for Kirkland Wine Walks. Being only about a 20 to 30 minute drive from downtown Seattle across 520 with easy traffic, and being a neighbor to Bellevue and Redmond, if you happen to work for the big employers like IBM, Microsoft, Google, maybe Tableau, Kirkland could be a wonderful place for you to reside. However, do note that during rush hour, traffic can get kind of sticky, so it can sometimes not be fun. However, if you have a beautiful home on the hill with wonderful views, or perhaps you live on the water, maybe that drive wouldn't be such a bad thing for you. It may not be that big of a bother. Also, one thing that is nice about Kirkland, if you do own a boat and you want your boat docked outside your house, Kirkland is one of those communities where you can have dock access directly to your house. Kirkland is growing. There is quite a bit of development that is happening in Kirkland. You can still find some older homes that might have been built in the 60s or older, depends on which neighborhood you're looking in, as there are several. But currently there is a lot of construction going on. Downtown Kirkland has more mixed-use buildings, and there are a lot of new construction homes being built in Kirkland as well. For example, I did a quick search of single-family homes that are currently for sale in Kirkland, and I looked specifically for homes that were built between 2020 and 2023. I found 28 homes that were actively listed, all new construction within the last 3 years. Now, they did range in size and price. I did find one that was under $1 million. Most of the homes ranged between probably $2 to $4 million in actuality, and there was one listing that was up to almost $11 million. So that just goes to show you that it really depends on where the home is located and what you're looking for. But if you're looking for a home with a dock and an elevator and an ADU and $11 million isn't out of your budget, you can find it in Kirkland. But if you are looking for a single family home that's built within the last 3 years, that is priced between, let's say, $1.3 and $4 million, you can find it there. With the beautiful views and access to nature and parks, and of course Lake Washington, Kirkland really is a wonderful place. The way I look at it is it's kind of like a weekend every day. Are you potentially looking for a home in Kirkland? If so, give me a call. I'm happy to help. You can reach me at 206-330-6985. Let me help you find a home you love.